Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè ọba ògógó ọba àjíkí ọba fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́rẹ́ ọba àdúràpè agbẹnimọ́dẹ̀yìn afúnimọ́ṣìrègún ọba alógunlọ́lá ní ìlẹ́yẹ ọ̀gbàgbà tí gbàrà àdúgbò abọ́gbọ̀ tí fi yọmọ ẹ̀ nú ọ̀fìn Elédùmarè ó dọ́ rẹ̀ ó ṣéwu. yìnyínyìnyín kẹ́ni lè ṣe míì sí adéafẹ́rù ọmọkùnrin òde ìgódó ọ̀pẹ̀ àyìnyàn ìfẹ́ kó tó lè sóre míì sí Ifá dúpẹ́ orí àná o. Àwa adúpẹ́ pé òkun mo lẹ́ni tó bá dúpẹ́ orí àná yóò gbà míì sí. Ìbà yèyé ìbà bàbá ìbà kíní ọkùnrin tó doríkodò tí òró tó ìbà ìyámọ̀pó tó doríkodò tí ò ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ ìbà wa káṣọ lórí mọ́rẹ̀rù obìnrin bàmùbàmù tán yanyan ìbà yín o láàlú ògiri kò dọ́rẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ọ̀gẹ́rẹ́ ó dọwọ́ rẹ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò gbọ́dọ̀ dàrú kò sì gbọ́dọ̀ bàjẹ́ mọ́jà wa náà ò sílẹ̀ tẹ̀ mọ́jà tójú ilẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀gún ayé mọ́jà ogún alẹ́sẹ̀ mọ́jà jìsọ́fìn àwọn àgbàlagbà aṣọ ọ̀ka ènìyàn mọ́jà tẹ̀ ẹni tá a ṣẹ̀ tá a bẹ̀ tí ò ní gbà Elédùmarè ó dọ́rẹ̀ lónìí mọ́jà bá dáhùn papọ̀ Elédùmarè ó dọ́rẹ̀. A kú bójọ́jọ́ ti rí káàkiri tìbútòrò orílẹ̀-èdè yìí o lánàá àwọn èèyàn pè wá lórí irú pè bójú ọjọ́ ti rí káàkiri pàápàá jùlọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà téèyàn bá ní òṣù òun tó bá ti mú kan lókè èmi ó tún mọ yọ́nsàlẹ̀ ni olórí àwọn ológun òun náà tiẹ̀ bá àwọn èèyàn rẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ó kì wọ́n nílọ̀ ó gbá wọn gbólóhùn pé ibi tá bá fi ẹlẹ́mọ̀sọ yín sọ oníkẹ́ mọ̀ sọ ó bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ gan ó jẹ́ kí wọ́n mọ stáàdì wọn lórí tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ìlú káàkiri mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn èèyàn náà kẹ́ máa bá wa kálọ lórí ètò yìí á jẹ́ kí ọwọ́jà ètò yẹn kó fọ́nrán yẹn kó wọlé sórí ètò yìí tẹ́ fi gbọ́ bí tó ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Will not react, and I do not want to hear that I was not giving any command. As long as you are deployed, your task is to secure your community. You are all aware on what condition you are supposed to shoot at the enemy. When your life is at stake and you have no other means of protecting yourself, you are allowed to fire. When your colleague's life is at stake and there's no way you can stop, you are allowed to fire. And when the community or any infrastructure you are protecting is being destroyed and you have no other means of stopping them, you are allowed to fire. So do not be afraid to take out any criminal or any enemy that is destroying or is doing any acts of killing. Is that clear? But like I've told you, the communities you are protecting must know that you are there to protect them, not to go there and infringe on their human rights. I'm going to hold every commander, from the sector commander to the company commander to the platoon commander to the section commanders responsible. If anything happens within your AOR and you do nothing, you will be court-martialed. That I guarantee you. But again, our policy is to reward hard work and punish indolence. When you do well, we'll commend you, we'll give you awards, and then we'll take care of you the more. You will be promoted. Is that clear? Yes, sir. With the new concept, all armed forces personnel will be withdrawn from within the towns and will go out into the bushes. All checkpoints.
Òun lẹ gbọ́ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n kankan wà tí ọgá ológun òfin kún etí òfin kún táwọn aráàlú fẹ́ gbọ́ gangan ni pé gbogbo ọmọ ogun tẹ́ bá kó lọ sí ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan ààrùn wọn ṣe pé kí wọ́n lọ máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn lójú títì ibi tí wà bàjẹ́ ti dogo sáwọn èèyàn lára lórílẹ̀‐èdè nìyẹn látijọ́ ọlọ́pàá lamọ̀ tí máa gbowó kọ́bẹ́ lójú títì lọ́wọ́ àwọn motorist náà sọ́jà náà ti ń gbà á tí sọ́jà wa burú ju tọlọ́pàá lọ tọlọ́pàá bá ní dìmáàdì $200 lọ́wọ́ yìí tẹ́ bá fún $100 yìí ọlọ́pàá ó gbà á bọ̀ sọ́jà wọn ó wá kí wèrè bọ́ débi pé ìṣekúpànìyàn tiwọn ó ju ti Boko Haram lọ. Àwọn sọ́jà yìí wọn ò ẹ̀mí èèyàn ò jọ wọ́n lójú, wọ́n na ọmọ míì, ọlọ́mọ ò rí ọmọ rẹ̀ yóò sì bú sẹ́kún níbi tí wọ́n ní ìkà nínú dé. Ẹ̀yin sì rẹ́ ẹ̀yin láfihàn tí ogun ìlú pé tí ogun bá ń jà lulẹ̀ wà fún. Ogun mélòó lẹ ti wá jà fún Nàìjíríà lẹ́ ń jà nínú gbogbo wàhálà tá a kò sí láti 2012 tẹ́ ẹ ti ṣẹ́ fún wa rógun ṣẹ́, aráàlú lẹ̀ ń kanra mọ́, aráàlú tí ò ní nǹkan kan, tí ò níbọn lọ́wọ́, tí ò ní anything, mọ ẹ lù álùfẹ́ kú bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ camouflage ẹ fẹ́ nà pa ẹni dè fìlà yín lásán lílù. Ṣùgbọ́n Boko Haram ti ń wọ aṣọ yín tán fi ń ṣe ọṣẹ́ rí wọn mú, máa fọwọ́ ra wọn lórí ni. Àti ẹ̀gbọ́n gbé bì kan pé àwọn rí Boko Haram àti sọ́jà àwọn jọ ń jẹun papọ̀ ló bá tán. Débi pé ní ìsìn tẹ bá sọ́jà gẹ́tí bá ń bọ̀ lọ́ọ̀kan ẹ̀yà dànù torí ẹ̀ tí mọ̀ bóyá Boko Haram ni. Ibi tọ́rọ̀ sójà dénú ọ̀gá wọn dẹ̀ bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe ẹ̀rọ tó ga wọn bá wọn sọ. Ṣùgbọ́n tó wọ́n kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà mójútó táwọn sọ́jà náà ń gbà lójú títì, wọ́n ní láti mójútó ibi tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ ti wọnú iṣẹ́ sọ́jà nu láti jọ nínú nǹkan táwọn èèyàn respect jù láyé sọ́jà ni. Lénìí àwọn èèyàn yín mú sí ọba ìdíkítà ni àfikún ọ̀rọ̀ wọn dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ OPC ni. Ìyàwó tí ó bá wá rìpọ́ọ̀tù fún wọn nà ọkọ rẹ̀ pamọ́lé bọ́lọ́pàá bí sọ́jà náà ṣe ń ṣe ni. Kéèyàn lọ sùn ní police station gan ó rọrùn ju kéèyàn sùn sí army barrack lọ. Tẹ́kẹ́ ibi tí safety wà jù nílé ayé ni kéèyàn sùn ní army barrack látijọ́. Bọ̀ lénìí tọ́ bá rìnyàn tó wọ kakí sọ́rùn tí bá ṣe haze má dúró tètè torí kó wọ́n jẹ́ Boko Haram ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò jù báyìí lọ lórí tiwọn. Kíní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń Kogi bí ajá ìta àbáná ni wọ́n na ọkùnrin kan lásán pé mọ́tò rẹ̀ tírélà ti ń wà bọ̀ látọ̀nà Àbújá. Haúsá ni wọ́n gba 1,000, ó ní 1,000 ló wà lọ́wọ́ ẹni 2,000 lówó yín kẹ́lẹ́ mọ́ títí wọ́n yàtọ̀ 2,000 ní tírélà kan. Ẹni yẹn wá sọ fún wọn pé 1,000 lòún ní lọ́wọ́, ẹ wá gba 1,000 naira lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀, ẹ wá lẹ́ẹ̀lẹ́ gba 1,000 lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, ó wá lọ yá 500 lọ́wọ́ kọ̀ńdọ́tọ̀ rẹ̀, ó fi kún oko léyìn lọ́wọ́ lẹ́ bá sọ kalẹ̀ wọ́n nà tí ojúgun rẹ̀ sì yẹ̀ gbogbo orí máì wọ́n plaster ẹ̀ ní ọsùtù ló wà. Ṣé àwọn tá a ní wọ́n máa fi ìsọ́sọ́lù nìyẹn? Nítorí ẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń bínú sí Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu pé ẹ̀wọ̀n àbá pariwo economy tí mo pariwo nìyẹn láti 1960 kí Nàìjíríà máa gbé ìwé economy kiri àti báírò pé a fẹ́ fix economy, a fẹ́ ṣe tax. Àwọn aráàlú ni kọ́kọ́ fíìsì. Tí ò jẹ́ economy ìwà gbádùn ní àwa tá a wà láàárín ìlú yìí, ìwà bàjẹ́ ti pọ̀ jù, ìwà bàjẹ́, ìwà ìkà. Lásán pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì pariwo pé kí gbogbo ilé ó mọ àwọn kí láńlọ́ọ̀dù mọ̀ san insurance nítorí ara wa ní. Ẹ lọ wọ́n sí increment owó lé lọ́dún tí ń bọ̀, ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ti fẹ́ bọ́ báyìí. Wọ́n ti fáwọn èèyàn ń wé lọ lóríṣiríṣi oníkàkùn ti gbàgbé lọ. Mo rí èèyàn kan ní létà ń gbé tó ní ìwé tán fò wọ́n sọ létí ẹ̀ ní 300k tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ronú pé bọ́ọ̀nù fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà pé kódà wọ́n á lọ wálé mi ilé mi ti lọ náà ló mọ̀ tí ó bá nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ insurance. Wá mójútó aráàlú mọ́, mójútó regulate kankan. Àwọn tẹ́ èèyàn sí gbogbo section yẹn ò function, àdá wọn mọ̀. Láti bí ọdún méjì orí economy lẹ́wà ẹ̀ ṣe rí fix the same di níta sọ̀rọ̀ economy ẹ̀bà ò ṣeé jẹ nílùú, oúnjẹ ò ṣeé jẹ. Ibẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ là ń lọ, mo kàn fẹ́ ṣàyàbá ni, ibẹ̀ kọ́ là ń lọ. Ètò kan tá a ṣe lánàá ó jọ mí lójú gan. Àwọn èèyàn kọ́mẹ́ǹtì wọn, ọkùnrin kan pè mí láti Amẹ́ríkà, Ìgbò ni, àwọn Ìgbò tiẹ̀ wá pọ̀ lórí channel yìí àti àmọ̀ pé Ìgbò lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn tá gbọ́ Yorùbá dáadáa. Wọ́n wá pè mí, olúkálùkù wọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fẹ̀hónú hàn. Ìkápẹ́ mi láti Amẹ́ríkà ó ti máa ń pè mí tipẹ́ tí ó mọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà ò lè dá, Nàìjíríà ò lè ṣe. mo wá ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá èmi ti mọ̀ pé òun ni kò mọ̀ pé mo dá òun mọ̀ wọ́n bá mi sọ pé kí ló dé ó ti kọ́kọ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ní orí kọ́mẹ̀ntì pé kí ló dé tèmi hate Igbo mi ò hate Igbo àìní ìfarabalẹ̀ Igbo lèmi hate kì í ṣe pé mo hate Igbo as a person but èyí tí ò bá ti ní ìfarabalẹ̀ nínú wọn èmi àti wọn ò lè jọ ṣe pé ara wọn ò balẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń believe pé àwọn gbọ́n táwọn mọ̀ tán so mo wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún ló wá ní ẹ wípé pé Nàìjíríà tẹ̀ ń wọ̀ yẹn Nàìjíríà yẹn ò lè dà bóyá máa wà tó máa fi bàjẹ́ nìyẹn pé Ìgbò náà ti ń jalè pé ṣé Ìgbò nìkan ló ń jalè ni ṣé Yorùbá ò jalè mo rí mi mọ̀ pé Ìgbò lè fẹ́ dìfẹ́ǹdì mo ní ṣé Ìgbò níyí ni kò dáhùn ó ní kìnìkan ẹ má jà sọ pé kìnìkan ìyá kan ní ẹni sùúrù bàbá mo mọ̀ pé Ìgbò níyí ẹ jẹ́ sọ kankan fún yín lódì tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ lọ dìmú Yorùbá ó lè ní Fúlàní ló lè tiwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Haúsá náà ní bàráwò ṣùgbọ́n tí Ìgbò ló pọ̀ jù ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n Nàìjíríà bí nìkan tẹ́ ẹ bá wá olè tó wà mẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó àwọn olè jáde Ìgbò ni ó pọ̀ jù ńbẹ̀ nítorí wípé lẹ́yìn odi gan gbogbo ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ń bẹ lágbàáyé ni Ìgbò wà nípa ìwà burúkú mo wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún un ló wá ní kí wá nìyẹn túmọ̀ sí kíníkà àwọn aláìlójútì ẹ̀dá ní máa pamọ́ relé ìwẹ̀ aláìlójútì ọwá kí ọ̀rọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn ń jalè ọwá ń dìfẹ́ǹdì olè ó jọ lójú gan mo wá rí pé kí wọ́n yìí ṣe ẹ̀yà tí èèyàn máa bá tò tẹ́ máa bá ágì lórí àfikẹ́ take a decision tó bá fẹ́ take torí ẹ̀ Lagos State fi ló gbáǹkó pẹ̀lú wọn tí wọn ò fi mú kékeré nítorí Lagos State táwọn wò tán ń ṣe lọ yẹn kì í ṣàwọn nìkan Lagos State ń ba nǹkan wọn jẹ́ àìmọye Yorùbá tó ti fara gbá o tí mo ti fi ṣe program ń bí tẹ́ bá rántí lọ́wọ́ Ròsùkí àìmọye Yorùbá tó fara gbá wọ́n ti wọ́ my 12 ní ìjẹta àbánà tán wọ́ my 12 yìí ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́ kí àwọn Yorùbá àtàwùsá tó wà ń bẹ̀ ò pariwo torí kì í sọjà Ìgbò ní my 12 ọjà Haúsá ni gbogbo èèyàn ló mọ̀ ẹ wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé ṣé wọ́n ti ẹ ti gbọ́ pé Yorùbá ń pa mọ́lá àti Haúsá ń pariwo pé wọ́n marginalize àwọn tó bá já àwọn ni wọ́n sọ dìjà ni. Lagos State dẹ̀ ní plan fún state wọn torí ẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi ń transform ẹ lọ sí mega city láwọn tán promise láti jọ yìí ṣáàlì kí wọ́n má ṣiṣẹ́ ní ibi tí wàhálà ti bá Yorùbá tá à ń pariwo rèé wípé Yorùbá ní iṣẹ́ a ní a long way to go thinking àwọn tá à ń bá tò tí wọ́n tò wá mọ́ ìlú ṣálò thinking wọ́n ṣálò àwọn èèyàn kan náà bẹ́nu wa tó jẹ́ Yorùbá tí ìròrí tiwọn náà ṣálò báyẹn bíi tàwọn arábé tó pé tẹ́ bá ń wírú ọ̀tọ̀ ní nǹkan tí wọ́n máa wí nínú Yorùbá tó pé tẹ́ bá gbé agbárí wọn kalẹ̀ òfìfo gbádá ló wà ń bẹ̀ kò sí kankan ọpọlọ wọn ò yàtọ̀ títẹ́ di ẹ tó máa ń relate pẹ̀lú yín bọ̀ wọ́n mọ̀ ríra wọn bí ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n torí ẹ̀ lodò láyé rẹ̀ mo ṣe kọrin kan tó ní ẹni tó gbọ́n wọ́n mẹni tó gbọ́n ẹni tó gọ̀ nìkan ni ò dára rẹ̀ mọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tẹ́ bá sọ fún pé ìwọ lọ gọ̀ jù ó ní yóò sọ dìjà lẹ́fì mọ̀ pé philosopher làmà báyìí tó kọrin yẹn ẹni gbọ́n mẹni gbọ́n ẹni gọ̀ nìkan ni ò mọ́ra wọn ṣùgbọ́n bá a bá sọ fẹ́ni tó gọ̀ yóò dìjà yóò sọ dìjẹ̀gbọ́n mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ agọ̀sí lójó sọ dìjẹ̀gbọ́n ìdí nìyẹn tí jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan mọ́ rédèrèdè tí ń rí tí Yorùbá bá fẹ́ correct nǹkan Haúsá àti Ìgbò ó takò pé kò gbọdọ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ láì ṣe pé kíní yẹn Yorùbá nìkan ní ó benefit ẹ̀ àwọn náà gbádùn bẹ́ẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ń rí bí pàtẹ́ pé Yorùbá fẹ́ fi take glory nígbà tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ ń transform Western region níjọ́un àwọn iná ni wọ́n rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe o kò sì wù wọ́n torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe bí ló ṣe bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu gbogbo gbà wípé ẹni tó bá fẹ́rẹ́ dẹ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ rẹ̀ bàbá èèyàn lára ẹ gbà pé ọ̀tá yín ni for life làwọn ọmọdé báwọn ọmọ bí wọ́n bá ṣe rí làwọn ọmọ náà ó rí the same thing lamfes dé ní the same thing nítorí pé kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó bọ̀dá àwa nìkan ni Ọbásanjọ́ ṣe kó gbogbo nǹkan táwọn lọ́wọ́ ṣe ó kó lé federal government Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́ ń dà lẹ́nìí wọ́n jẹ́rùn wọ́n jẹ gbogbo ẹ̀rún a ti sọ stories láìmọye ìgbà bíbáyìí a fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ ká understand the political terrain Nigeria but they are not ready especially àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá gẹ́gẹ́ òun nìkan tí ń jẹ́ ká máa bá ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa jà nínú láàrin ara wa ibi kí ló ní tẹ̀ ń ṣe bí ẹni tí ò dá nǹkan kan mọ̀ ẹ wá wò ó ọmọkùnrin Haúsá kan ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan nínú fọ́nrán yẹn Dr. Fagbohun náà máa sọ̀rọ̀ ńbẹ̀ ẹ wo thinking Haúsá ẹ wo thinking Yorùbá ẹ wo thinking Igbo mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ló pín síbẹ̀ ẹ̀rín sì yóò wọlé wá mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fa kí ni ìlọsíwájú tó wà tí ó yọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè tí ìrìn àjò bá rí bí ṣe ń rì kí ni ó mú ìlọsíwájú wá mo fẹ́ kẹ́ máa wò ó.
Direct message to people from Southwest. They have been calling us Northerners, all sort of our filing names, that we are parasites, that we are useless, that they are going to teach us a lesson 2027. That even if Tinubu excelled to become the next president of Nigeria, that they are going to bring somebody from South, not the North. Maybe they have baby mentality. They don't know the North. They don't know our history. One state in northern Nigeria is equivalent to the whole of Southwest. My lecturer once told me something. My Calabar lecturer once told me something. He said, never ever in your life trust a Yoruba land. He said, if a Yoruba man shake your hand, he mean maybe or no. While in your heart, he mean yes. While in his heart, he mean no. He said, if a Yoruba man nod his head, he mean no. They are hypocrite in nature. He said, never ever trust a Yoruba man. Our northern brothers, they make a great mistake. Me personally, I do not vote for Tinubu because I already know the nature of Yoruba. They are hypocrites. They behave like chameleons. And once they hijack power, their true color will prevail. And we have seen what Tinubu is doing, what Tinubu is trying to do regarding the tax reforms. The governor of Bauchi, Bala Mohammed, has warned President Bola Tinubu that his reform policy is anti-northern Nigeria. That we are going to teach him a lesson. This is not oligarchy. You understand? If he insisted that he is arrogant, that he insisted that the tax reform must come to stay, we are going to teach him a lesson 2027. He's going to lose election. His state where he come from, Osun State and Lagos State did not vote for him. 2023 election. He did not win the election in Osun and Lagos State. Did not voted for him. Me personally, I did not vote for him. And this fight did not vote for him. He only got 8.4 million. This fight, four people came from the north. He did not even get a massive vote. You understand? Let me assure you people from Southwest that we are going to teach you a lesson. This is your hypocrite nature. We are going to teach you a lesson. You are going to lose election. And once a Yoruba man lost election, a Yoruba man will never ever rule this country. Even thinking of becoming a vice. Let me tell you, we are going to teach this Yoruba. This direct message to Yoruba land. Once Tinubu lost election, no any Yoruba man will ever click to power again. This is a message to you because we have already identified your hypocrite nature. My father told me, he said never, my Calabar lecturer told me never ever trust a Yoruba man because they have hypocrite nature. They have what they say and what they mean are two different things. Never ever trust them. They are hypocrite people in nature. This is a direct message to you. I'm just warning you, Yoruba people, that calling us all sort of names, insulting us on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook will not make you to become a president 2027. Tinubu is OTP, one-time president, period.
All right, Doctor. Let people come. Let the government go and rule Yoruba land. Let the North agree on who will rule Northwest. Let the Kanuri rule Northeast. Let the Igbos rule the Southeast. Let the South agree. Then the temperature will come down. I will not want to be running to Nigeria. Nigeria is too hostile for the Yorubas now. Nigeria is a poisoned environment for Yoruba because we invested in the Europeans so much and we have lost all the human beings. They are developing other societies. It's no fight. It's no war. The North will come up on their own. We will respect each other. But this matter of trying to play some games, President Tinubu is better. In fact, if he runs only one time and he brings this temperature down, his name will go down in history. But if he does not do anything in the next 6 months about restructuring, and he goes to use all the money to run election in 2027 and he wins, and then what? Yoruba should become endangered in the political system because once he leaves, then
Fakunda, it looks to me like a lot of people might consider your submissions a bit concerning. Fakunda, it looks to me like a lot of people might consider your submissions a bit concerning. You know, the way that you're addressing issues that have to do with the northern part of the country. When you say that we are different, does it appear to you that it might sound like you are trying to breed division? Does it appear to you like you are in a way sounding like Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the Conservative Party in the UK, who is of Nigerian parentage and who says that, you know, have got nothing in common with the North, and that they were even enemies, you know, of where she comes from, which is of the Yoruba stock. You, of course, will have noticed the backlash that attracted, and people criticize that that's not the spirit that Nigeria is trying to work on. So when you base your argument of regionalization on the fact that we can be together, even though we can be good neighbors, don't you think, sir, that you might make things a bit difficult for somebody like President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is Yoruba and who has been accused anyway of trying to Yorubanize the entire machinery of government? And therefore, if you are proposing to him that he should do more of restructuring that regionalizes, wouldn't that appear as anti-North at a time that key northern elements are saying that no, come 2027, it doesn't look like we'll support you? Aren't you making things a bit difficult for a Yoruba man like yourself, sir, who's the president?
Thank you very much. It's a fact that we are divided. We pretend that it's totally, I don't understand it. The North knows what they want, and the South are reluctant to say what they want. President Tinubu is about to put all the cards on the table, trying to pepper over it and say we are united. Well, we are not united. We are not united. We are divided. That's just the truth. I've told you now that the North brought federal character. The South agreed to okay, fine, we are united. What is the result of it? The North brought quota system. Southern agree with it. It's in the constitution. What is the result? If we now bring in tax to say, okay, get more VAT in the North at the expense of the South, so what will be the result? The division will continue until we remove the feeding bottle, let everybody just work according to his own dictates. The North sincerely believes in Sharia. We should not draw them for that purpose now. We should let them be. They want Sharia. In the South, they are Muslims. We don't want Sharia. Somebody brought us in Oyo to do Sharia in Oyo. Everybody put it down. The Muslims in the South don't want Sharia. So why are we pretending? In the South is some few Muslims, but they don't want Sharia. Let's accept who we are. Let's accept reality so that we'll not stop talking. And
exactly.
Motion without movement. That's what it is. I'm not ashamed. Okay, look, if President Tinubu succeeds now, 2027, 2031, every Yoruba person in Abuja will be cleaned out of the system. Because
you understand?
We already started with Fulani. He is doing Yoruba now. Let the Igbos come. We cannot block the Igbos if they put 99% in all positions too. Is that the way we are building the country? Let Yoruba go and rule Yoruba land. Let the North agree on who will rule Northwest. Let the Kanuri rule Northeast. Let the Igbos rule the Southeast. Let the South agree. Then the temperature will come down. I will not want to be running federal election with 200 million naira form because I have to run from Sokoto to Ikotekpene. I will campaign as a premier of Western region where people know me and I know them. I know what they want. The Southwest want to bring all Yorubas who are Japan, bring them back to Nigeria. Nigeria is too hostile for the Yorubas now. Nigeria is a poisoned environment for Yoruba because we invested in the Europeans so much and we have lost all the human beings. They are developing other societies. The North will not care less. How many doctors do they have in United States? How many doctors do they have in Europe? These are facts I put on the table now. I don't need to sugarcoat anything at all. We are divided. Let's just accept it. It's no fight. It's no war. The North will come up on their own. We will respect each other. But this matter of trying to play some games, President Tinubu is better. In fact, if he runs only one time and he brings this temperature down, his name will go down in history. But if he does not do anything in the next 6 months about restructuring, and he goes to use all the money to run election in 2027 and he wins, and then what? Yoruba should become endangered in the political system because once he leaves, then Nigeria not safe for Yoruba again.
Sorry,
let people come. They have right to come too.
Sorry.
On this matter, the first foundation to lay is that Nigeria is not a united country, despite all the pretenses. We are not South since 1914. It has not changed. The North, at the flip of a switch, they are able to shout Northern interest. The Southerners are laid back, hoping that, oh, we are civilized. We don't want to talk about tribalism. Tribalism is at play. We are pretentious about this matter. Look, the North has taken us for a ride for too long. They foisted federal character.
Next thing he should do, tell him if you know him,
is to restructure this country. Nigeria is a fraud. One particular tribe repressing the whole of us. Did you hear what Central Bank governor wants to do? Just a department, the operation department of Central Bank, to be moved back to Lagos, where you have 99% of the headquarters of bank. The North is agitating. Don't take Abuja back to Lagos. They don't care. If you all become beggars, it's okay for their oligarchic mentality. I talk like no other pastor talk. I talk like no other pastor talk. Because I have seen into governance, I have seen into the church. And I know where the problem is in this country. Are you hearing me? They may not like what I'm saying, but they cannot dispute the truth. This country cannot go on like this. Okay, I was talking about those who migrated. I don't blame those that want to japa. You know, initially I was saying don't japa. Do you hear me say that again? Japa if you want to japa. Because you look at the country and say, what future? If it goes on like this, what future? If it goes on like this, civil war is imminent. If it goes on like this, military intervention is imminent. Do we want to go back to that? No. Something must happen. I have always believed that something must happen. Do you see the way we pray in this church? Make Nigeria one. We don't pray. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one. We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country, but let everyone govern himself the way he likes. Are you hearing me? Let the Niger Delta have their oil. Let the East have their resources. Let the Yoruba people have their resources. Let the North have their resources. Let them manage their security. Give them state police. Let everybody guard his borders. Let everybody generate his economy. Why must we generate oil in the Niger Delta and take it to the North? Why must we generate IGR here, or the VATs, and take it to the North? That generate nothing. The 10 key northern states have Sharia. Sharia says no to alcohol. Sharia says no to tobacco. But alcohol and tobacco is what give us VAT here. And you take the money from there to spend where you say you don't want, but you like the money. Fraud. 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 Unfairness. Injustice. Where did we sit down to make Nigeria 36 states? Where did we sit down? Nigeria was negotiated 3 regions. North, West, East. 1963, by plebiscite, Midwest came in. Where did we sit down and say we shall be 36 states plus Abuja, and the biggest one taken to the North? More local governments. Then we came with federal character. You are qualified, but from the tribe you came from, you can't be qualified. Now, you can't pass any law in that National Assembly without Northern approval. They are in larger quantity. Deliberately made so. So how do we go from there?
President Bola Tinubu lacks the courage to take audacious steps. If it's on record that he's able to put this through, it will catapult him to the levels of the lives of Awolowo, Ahmadu Bello, and Nnamdi Azikiwe. And I will tell you why I believe so. Remember, for the past 24 years, we've been struggling with the issue of removal of subsidy. He removed subsidy despite the fact that the removal of subsidy was not properly planned. It was an audacious step. Restructuring is the best thing that will happen to this country. And if that is the only thing that Bola Tinubu achieves in his first 4 years in office, his name will remain indelible in the history of Nigeria. And I will explain to you why. The golden era of Nigeria was the years between 1960 to 1966. The 1960-1963 constitutional framework of Nigeria was the only constitutional arrangement that we have freely entered into by the people of Nigeria. Before independence in 1960, our forebearers, Abafemi Awolowo, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Tafawa Balewa, Herbert Macaulay, Anthony Nahoro, they had summits, they had conferences. The indigenous people, they had meetings, and they agreed on a constitutional and physical framework that recognizes our diverse cultures and differences, and with intention to help us harness our large population and the natural endowments that God had given Nigeria. It was a productive-based economy that had physical and governance verbs, provisions that recognized these differences. We had resource control. The physical arrangement was such that the regions were semi-autonomous and they were the federating unit. Each region controlled 50% of every revenue that was generated within their domain. 30% was paid to the central port and 20% to the federal government. The exclusive list then was limited to just provision of external security and the foreign affairs. And that was why we had the granite pyramid of the north, the textile, the cotton and everything. In the old western Nigeria, we had the cocoa, massive cocoa fields and processes. In the old eastern Nigeria, we had the palm oil, we had the coal and the limestone. In fact, in 1965, it's on record, Nigeria controlled 45% of the global crude palm oil value chain supply. Today, that market is valued at over 72 billion, with Indonesia and Malaysia controlling 85% of the global market. And it's on record that these guys came to Nigeria over.
I still don't understand what is going on in Yoruba land. I still don't understand it. If anybody understands it, please, can you enlighten me what is going on in Yoruba land, especially Lagos State? I still don't understand what is going on in Lagos State. And I still don't understand what is going on in Yoruba land in general. One man, one fraudulent man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot hold everybody to ransom. One foolish idiot, fraudulent man, lazy man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot hold everybody to ransom. If it's not a lazy man, why is it that politics is a source of livelihood? Nothing to show apart from politics. It doesn't have any industry, it doesn't have any business apart from being a mercantilist politician. So I would not understand why one stupid idiot or Mali content with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu will hold everybody ransom in the whole of Southwest. I still don't understand it. I still don't get it. And I never knew that Yorubas are cowards. I never knew that Yoruba are the most, with due respect to, are the most foolish tribe in Nigeria. Until one man called Bola Ahmed Tinubu appeared on the scene, I never knew that Yoruba people worship money.
Ṣé rí fídíò ọkùnrin Igbo tápè ní Izuchukwu àbí nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ play gbẹ̀yìn yẹn, mo mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ play ẹ̀ kẹ́lẹ́ mọ́ èrò Igbo sí Yorùbá ni. Hausa ò believe nínú Igbo, Igbo ò believe nínú Hausa, Yorùbá ò believe nínú Igbo, Igbo ò believe nínú Yorùbá. Gbogbo apáta gbogbo ìwà jọra wọn. Ẹ wá ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí yóò dáa. Ẹ wá ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí yóò dáa. Àwọn àdé jẹ́ kó máa yé yín gbogbo ìgbà wípé nǹkan tẹ́ ń wò yìí òfurú gbádá ni, òfò ọjọ́ kejì ọjà, òfò ọjọ́ kejì ọjà ni, òfò ọjọ́ kejì ọjà. Tí bàbá yẹn ti bá nira ẹ̀ lára l'Ábùjá tó wà yẹn, mò ń sọ fẹ́nìkan lánàá, ẹnìkan ní bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ò lè dá Nàìjíríà pín. Bóun tí mo ń sọ fún mi ọjọ́ ti pẹ́, mo wá rẹ́rìn-ín. Mo lé mi tí mo sọ, mo mọ̀ kó lè ṣe. Òun tí mo dẹ̀ ń bá wí mọ̀ lọ́kàn rẹ̀ pé òun náà máa tó ń lè ṣe. Pé he knows what to do. Bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu máa tó lè ṣe. Ṣé bóun ni agbára orílẹ̀-èdè wà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀? Kí British ṣe hold Nàìjíríà jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, kó jẹ́ pé àwọn ni wọ́n ń control, àwọn ni ń darí wọn pé ìwé tẹ́ sáìn lé nìyí, tẹ́ ṣe lé nìyí, tẹ́ yẹsẹ́ fún wọn. Bọ́lá Tinubu máa tó lè ṣe. Ó máa tó lè ṣe. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn ń rò bẹ́ẹ̀. Irú mind tẹ́ ní yẹn, mindset yẹn, òun ni mò ń sọ tí mò ń sọ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá. Mindset ọ̀lẹ, òun ni nǹkan tí wọ́n ń refer sí wípé we don't question so many things. Nǹkan tó fà á tí Yorùbá fi ní problem nìyẹn. Gbogbo nǹkan la máa believe wípé bó ṣe yẹ kó rí nu, bó ti rí nu, kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Ibi tí Igbo ti ń gbapò mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Igbo believe pé tí nǹkan ò bá yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀, tó bá yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ gan wọ́n question yìí. Ẹ̀yin wà máa believe pé bó ti yẹ kó rí nìyẹn, ẹ̀ ní question yìí. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbà àwọn dẹ̀ mọ́ yàn yín jẹ, òun náà fi yàn bá bá yín jẹ títí dè ní. nígbà tí Lagos State bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní revoke CFO àwọn èèyàn kan jáde Lagos State àwọn kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kíníkan ibẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó ti ní knowledge pé CFO èèyàn lè take happen lórí CFO tó tàbí ò tán lọ sí tán gbogbo belief Yorùbá ní láyé ni pé tó bá ti lè ra lẹ̀ báyìí tó ṣe CFO rẹ̀ ó ti di the owner for life ìtí wọ́n create sí mind gbogbo wa nìyẹn gbogbo dà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì gan yóò máa bẹ̀ ọ́ lé lórí ni look at that at the end of the day kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ CFO kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ CFO a lot of things wà téèyàn ní láti mọ̀ ẹ kàn jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ máa fi irú rọ́ yẹn nípa fúnrú ọkùnrin tí ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ pé Tinubu kò lè ṣe kankan kò lágbára àti ṣe kankan ẹ má máa believe rẹ̀ mọ́ don't believe it he can do and undo Tinubu can go extra mile láti split Nigeria he has the power he has the right to do anything ẹ̀yin lẹ́yìn rò ó torí pé wọ́n ti mindset tẹ ní ibi tó create mind yín sí nìyẹn irú yín lẹ́ẹ̀ máa lọ church tẹ́lẹ̀ máa gbàdúrà fẹni tó ní typhoid pé kára rẹ̀ ó yá tẹ̀ nílò oògùn fún irú yìí ni Trump ń sọ pé wọ́n ó ríran sí pé ikú ń bọ̀ lọ́la yóò sì máa jókòó sínú church wẹ́ àwọn ikú ń bọ̀ yóò máa sùn instead of kó máa struggle bí ó ṣe àfá ti kú àwọn bàbá wa mọ́ni bàbá wa mọ̀yànmọ̀yàn ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá ètò fi train wa nìyẹn tí Ifá bá sọ fún ọ pé ọ kú wọ́n wàá béèrè lọ́wọ́ Ifá pé kí ni nǹkan ètùtù tí kú fẹ́ gbà tí Ifá bá wá ní kò lẹ́bọ kò létùtù àwọn bàbá wa wà wọnú igbó lọ wọ́n wàá rìn ìrìn àjò lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà tó nílé ayé àwọn táyé tọ́lọ́ káyé lé lọ́wọ́ ó ní bí wọ́n ti máa rìn wọ́n wà dé wọn sọ pé èmi ṣe kíní kan mi ò kú mọ́ kíní kan ẹ máa gbóhùn fámìlì lẹ́nu wọn ìwà jókòó ṣe kíní kan wọn bàbá wa ò ní àkọsílẹ̀ ibi tí ẹ ti máa ń gba defeat mi ìgbọ́rí kò sákọsílẹ̀ defeat nínú àkọọ́lẹ̀ tá bàbá wa fi lẹ̀ gbogbo lè tí mo come across nílé ayé mi ò tí ìrẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ pé tá bá ti ní nǹkan ti bàjẹ́ ó ti bàjẹ́ nìyẹn mi ò gbọ́ rí ẹ̀yin náà lẹ́dẹ́ ẹ̀yin wèrè náà ni oní mindset ti wèrè pé nǹkan ò ṣeé ṣe ẹ̀yin náà ni kò síbi tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin lẹ́dẹ́ lẹ́gbẹ́ kádàrá wá pé Ọlọ́run ti sọ pé kádàrá aka kádírì kí ni ń jẹ́ kádírì kí ni ń jẹ́ kádàrá aka kádírì wọ́n fẹ́ ba tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n sọ pé kádàrá aka kádírì ni wọ́n fi ba tiẹ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n gbéná lé ọ lórí wọ́n sọ pé kádàrá aka kádírì ayé rẹ̀ òòrùn pátápátá tọ́ọ̀ ní jẹ́ nǹkan kan mọ́lé ayé àbí kó o tẹsẹ̀ mọ́ nìkan ọmọ bọ́ọ̀ ṣe rìnrìn àjò rẹ̀ tó fi bọ́ọ̀dù wàhálà bí Yorùbá ò ṣe rìn nù lásán ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́ni kan create mindset kan fún yín ní ìròrí pé Bọ́lá Tinubu ò lè ṣe nǹkan kan bí tó wà yẹn agbára tó wà lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ tó bá sọ pé lẹ́ni kẹ́rìfọ̀dù gbalẹ̀ ẹ̀ lọ ẹni tí ò bá lọ ló mọ̀ àṣírí lẹgbẹ́ lẹ́nu mi lè ní ẹ̀ mo sọ fún yín lóde ẹ̀ lọ́mọ jírí ẹ̀ wò ẹ̀yin wèrè tẹ́ ẹ̀ máa ń wá sọ under comment ẹ̀ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́pọlọ dúdú ẹ̀ má fi rú àwọn nǹkan báyẹn irú yín ò gbọ́dọ̀ mọ́ kọ́ ọmọ ní class ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bá kọ́ yóò dọ̀rọ̀ táyọ̀ fi parẹ́ ni torí tẹ́ ẹ máa ń gọ́kẹ́tì sínú brain wọn kò ní í wúlò fún at the end of the day wọ́n lè sọ fún yàn pé kò possible wọ́n lè sọ fún yàn pé kò possible ẹ gbàgbéjàre ẹ wo àwọn ẹ wo nǹkan tí arákùnrin sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí kẹ́yìn náà kẹ́ ṣàríkọ́gbọ́n nù ẹ̀.
You cannot become the president of Nigeria without the vote of the Northerners. Now, this is a message to my Igbo brothers. The only reason why the Northerners are not voting you is not because of tribalism. It's because you've betrayed their trust. Yes, you hear me right. You heard me right. You betrayed their trust. You know, during the First Republic, you killed many of the nationalists, many of even regional leaders that are coming from the northern region. This thing is a stain. You know, these people will not forget this. Now, let me just give you a clear example that these people are not being tribalistic towards you, but rather you've betrayed their trust. Why? Because in 2011, they voted Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who is from South, rather than voting Buhari, who is from Northern Nigeria. That's a clear example to demonstrate to you that this thing is not about tribe or religion, no, but rather it's an act, you know, of betrayal you've demonstrated over time towards the Northerners. That is why they are not voting. So stop coming with the narrative of tribalism, religiosity, and all that. No, the Northerners will always remember that you've betrayed their trust, and therefore they will always be skeptical, you know, when voting or choosing a candidate from your place.